2. We're trying to get Commissioner Hartman by Skype. Not working at this point, but it is the appropriate time to call the meeting to order of the regular DeKalb County Commissioners meeting of April 13th, 2026. Excuse me. We're trying to get Commissioner Hartman to join us. Moving forward, under old business, we do have Highway Bridge number 75 project award. Go ahead, sir.
So I did, after bid opening last Commissioners meeting for Bridge 75, we received 4 bids. After review of the bids, R.L. McCoy was the low bid for that project, below engineer's estimate. And we've reviewed the bid, everything's in line. We have worked with R.L. McCoy in the past. They've done us a good job. And I see no reason why we could not award Bridge 75 to R.L. McCoy for the sum of $684,396.35.
You've heard the recommendation. Is there a motion?
So moved.
I will second that motion. Is there any further questions? Okay. Anyone from the audience? Hearing none. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
Okay, so I have the Form 96 here. That is for all 3 of you to sign.
Blue or black?
It don't matter. You can sign that one, and then Jim, when you get you sign the Form 96, and then I also need you to sign the Notice of Award. And that one at the bottom.
Go back to you. Well,
and then that one I'll need you to sign it, print it, and then put your title on there, the Notice of Award.
Either I can sign or 2 of you is sufficient.
Okay, I'll scan this to you, Susan, when I get back. So I will send this off to McCoy, and then they'll send us the bonds, and then I will have to get the contract completed, signed through them, and then I'll bring that back up for a signature. This will get us moving forward.
do you have anything else for us?
Yes, I do. I got one more thing. I have, this kind of come up unexpectedly, small structure number 32 is on County Road 31 between 18 and 14. It's on the Dibbling Drain Ditch. The 13-foot diameter culvert, 75 feet long currently. That pipe is a structural plate, and at the water line level, it's decayed enough that it separated and actually overlapped on itself, so that the pipe has started to collapse. The road has dropped. The road is currently closed. I am currently working on getting some prices on that pipe. It's probably going to be $60,000 to $70,000 pipe, I'm assuming. I'd like to see if you guys could give me approval after I get some prices on that to move forward with an order, or if you'd like me to wait 2 weeks and then bring it back. They're talking 8 to 10 weeks construction or manufacturing time to get that done, to get it here. I'm gonna have to get it scheduled, get put in. I believe this pipe here is large enough, heavy enough. I'm gonna have to contract a crane to come in and set that. due to the size and then the utilities in there, we're gonna have to go back under, down, under, and swing. It's gonna be quite a little project. It's kind of come up unfortunately. Our inspection report was done a year ago on that structure and said we had 15 years of life left on it. So, for whatever reason, it failed. So if you guys are okay with that, that would be great. We can move forward with it. If not, I'll get quotes and bring back.
Need at least 3 quotes since it's over 50,000.
Yep. And I will get 3. I'm working on that now. So, and just,
We're not actually voting on anything, we can just, by consensus, or do you think we need to vote?
Well, it depends on what you're wanting to, are you just approving him ordering it without,
I'm gonna get the low, we're gonna take the low bid, obviously, but I'd like to be able to pursue to keep us moving, or it'll be 2 weeks when I come back. I'm hoping to have
we
the
definitely want to
prices.
do a vote if you're gonna approve something like this, I think, for the
Okay.
record, for the State Board of Accounts.
So I would entertain a motion.
How high do you think it's gonna go?
I couldn't tell you.
70,000 gonna be enough, you think? Or 80,000?
I hope. It's a 13-foot diameter, and we're gonna increase the length a little bit because it is shorter to the road, so we need to increase the length to get the banks out for safer.
And you have the funds?
So you're wanting to approve him to move forward with getting the bids? So you don't have to put a number to
I
it?
don't think we need to
That's fine.
attach.
Okay. So moved.
I will second that motion. Is there any other discussion or questions? Anyone from the audience? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
Once I get that in and get it ordered, I can send you guys a notice of what it was and what we're getting, and that way you're in the loop of it. I just wanna keep moving since we do have a road closed.
Yep.
Okay, what
You only have the bids
bridge,
option now.
what was?
It was,
Small structure number 32,
Here it's 31.
it's just a pipe, Susan.
Okay,
And it's
County Road
between, it's on County Road 31.
you said number 32?
Yep, it's on County Road 31.
Okay,
It's on the Dibbling, Dibbling ditch.
Ben, do we know, number one, what caused the failure, and then number two, if that should have been seen and flagged by that company?
You know, the pipe's older, obviously. When they get down to that water line, there's only so much you can do to inspect that, because you've got silt in the bottom of the pipes, you've got water flow.
So unless you literally scrape down every pipe, which they not necessarily expected to do. Okay.
I would like the thought it would have been caught, but you can't, like I say, you can't inspect the outside of the pipe because it's covered with the ground.
Okay.
You know, you go in there and you do your best assessment at the time.
Yep. Okay. It's nothing obvious where, oh, they should have caught this sort of thing. And I don't even know, I
don't know.
have to look at the contract to see if we had a claim against them for that and what would that even look like, but
I mean, I don't really think you can. I mean, it's all old pipe. I mean, they're using their
Yeah.
best judgment.
I doubt that they guarantee, I think, yeah.
You really
They don't
can't.
guarantee the quality of the,
'Cause
they're
how-
just looking at it as
How
best.
do you rate a 20 or 30, 40-year-old pipe?
Yep.
You
Fair
know.
enough. I just thought I'd ask the question.
No, that's fair. That's fine. Like I say, it hurts us because I didn't plan on it, and this is not going to be a cheap fix. I believe that is all I have this morning, unless anybody has anything else for me.
Nope.
Okay.
Enough for me.
County Road 41, south of County Road 4, you have your high water signs, and I've contacted the surveyor's office about seeing a possibility of doing a reconstruction on that drain, because
Oh,
to my knowledge, this is the first time I've seen water that's actually across the road, but it's been there 10 days now, and it doesn't seem to be going down. So we ought to, you know, I think by consensus, the commissioners are trying to make sure that we take care of roads that have safety issues, and that high water would be a safety issue, because it was up to almost the top of my wheels in my pickup. So it's, it can, yeah, we don't want anything to happen, so. Which,
So hopefully they can move forward with that, hopefully.
well, we'll just, it'll take time on that one. That's gonna be an expensive ditch.
We got the one on 28 at 41 as well, by the co-op that's been flooding for quite
Yeah.
a while.
Yeah, but well, the drainage board is hopefully get that done here pretty soon. Yeah, we're just waiting on the railroad.
Righty, well, I appreciate everything.
All right, thank you, sir.
No, thank you, guys.
Are we still not able?
Keep going.
Okay. We're trying, right? It's not 9 o'clock yet. Yeah, I would entertain a motion to accept payroll as presented.
So moved.
I will second. Any other discussion or questions? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion passes 2-0. One abstention. Correct?
I don't know that it's an abstention, they're just absent from the meeting.
Just, okay. Number 2 is claims. Would entertain a motion to pay the claims.
So moved.
I will second. I do have a question. 0500, which is under the Health Department, claim number 010875. Says Iris Family Support Center. I'm not familiar with that.
That is one of the awardees or sub-recipients of the HFI funding. I'm not sure what they do. I had a message into the health department, but they didn't answer. But it would have been somebody that they've contracted with for a service that they are continuing. But I'm not exactly sure what the place does.
So I should get hold of the health department.
Yeah, I sent a message, but I haven't gotten anything yet.
Okay. Any other questions? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried 2-0. We have the minutes for approval.
Moved.
And I second to accept the minutes as presented. Are there any questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried 2-0. Sheriff title signatures for 2 decommissioned vehicles.
So the sheriff's department has 2 Chargers, a 2018 and a 2020, that they will be, they're trading in when they pick up the new Explorers that they're getting. So we just need to motion and vote for the president to sign the titles.
Heard the recommendation.
So moved.
I will second. Any other questions or discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Sign them later.
Yeah, we'll worry about that later.
Commissionary report acceptance.
The commissary for,
Sorry.
that's right,
I said
commissary.
Commissioner.
He's required to submit this, I think, 4 times a year, maybe now. It used to be twice. So this is January to March. We just motion to accept.
So moved.
And second, to accept the commissary.
Commissary.
Commissary report acceptance as presented. Any other questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried 2-0. Central Communication Chair Lease.
So this was the discussion we had last week. They had entered into a lease to get new chairs every so often. I don't remember how long. Anyways, it was requested that the addendum and the original contract be redone in the name of the DeKalb County Commissioners instead of Central Communications. So they sent both. The original one, they just like crossed out Central and put Commissioners. I'm not sure how we take care of that one. The addendum to it is what needs to be approved, and then you guys will sign. I don't know about
Yeah, I would just say doing a motion to, I guess, accept, approve, and adopt, and if necessary, have the president sign or re-sign the original contract, the original lease, and then approving the addendum lease. If you want to go through with it, that's how I do it, as a kind of a motion to sign both, but it's sort of accepting the first one because it's already signed and done, if you want to.
So moved. With what Andrew just said.
Got it.
Got it? Okay. I will second that motion. The Central Communications Chair Lease as presented.
That'll allow Jim to sign either one or both as needed.
Any other questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried 2-0. Have the Treasurer's Monthly Report acceptance for March of 2026. You had that in your packet. I would entertain a motion to accept that report.
Do that one, I'll second.
I will make a motion
I'll second.
to accept the Treasurer's Monthly Report as presented. The second, we have any questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried 2-0. Not quite 9 o'clock, but I believe Mr. Gallmer is here. Well,
I'm
okay.
sorry, one
Yep.
thing that wasn't on the agenda was, if you want to do it, was the Canon thing that
Oh,
Chris,
well,
that Kellen had emailed.
Let's go with Chris for now. I'm gonna.
yeah.
That's fine.
Yep.
Okay.
Morning, sir.
Oh, I thought you wanted to be called Chris. You don't?
Sure.
Okay. Before you today is the moratorium for data centers and their accessory facilities. That would be just within the jurisdiction of DeKalb County Planning and Zoning. As we've talked and the Plan Commission has discussed as well, we just would like to gather some more information regarding the planning and zoning, the site development, potential environmental impacts, and concerns before we write an ordinance that would either permit, prohibit, somewhere in the middle, data centers. It did go to the Plan Commission last Wednesday on April 8th and received a unanimous favorable recommendation before you. So Andrew can explain kind of why we need to do a moratorium and why it needs to go to the Plan Commission first. It's considered technically a zoning text amendment, so that's why it went to the Plan Commission and now on to the county commissioners.
So ultimately, the purpose of the moratorium is to give time to create an ordinance not under a time pressure or stress pressure here of having applications coming in and having to be reviewed and approved without having an ordinance to deal with it. The moratorium is in itself a zoning ordinance. That's pretty clear, so you have to follow the requirements for amending a zoning ordinance or amending the Unified Development Ordinance. And so that was done. It started out in the Plan Commission, and then it's coming up here to you as commissioners. If you approve it, then the moratorium can go into effect. If you don't approve it, I guess technically, like a zoning amendment, it might bounce back to the Plan Commission.
Right, it would bounce back in.
But basically, if you approve it, then the moratorium goes into play. We have a committee set up that Chris is leading.
Yep.
To try to develop some language using best practices that we can figure out. Chris is going to be delving into it even more. I think he's going to a seminar with Tyler Lanning on it. Just to get as much information as they can to make a wise, decision of how to handle this. And so it's in front of you for discussion and a vote.
This would be for 6 months as well. The date on there was left open. And looking at the calendar, our Plan Commission meeting would be, 6 months would be in October. So we'd be looking at probably an October 20th Plan Commission meeting for that public hearing. I would probably anticipate there being a couple meetings before that we would introduce it to the Plan Commission and have discussion versus voting on it at that time. So that would be the public hearing of the Plan Commission. And then would probably be looking at it coming to you that following Monday on, I believe, October 25th, if I'm correct, Susan? If you want to look at the calendar real quick.
Yep.
So typically, zoning amendments, do they take 3 readings?
Probably do, because
It's an ordinance.
Yeah.
So, not sure how you guys would want to do that, but obviously we can extend this as well, but it would take another public hearing of the Plan Commission and then coming back to you guys. So if we can just get this quote unquote correct now, that would be helpful. But if you're wanting to do 3 readings, that puts it to basically the end of November, doing it.
Because you could do second and third at the same time.
Theoretically, yeah. If you would do second and third at the same time, it'd be November 8th. If you would do first, second, third on separate dates, it would be November 22nd.
I'd probably do it on separate dates, so let's go ahead and
Okay.
plan for that.
Sorry, go ahead. Am I wrong?
I've got the 9th and the 23rd of November, the 12th and 26th of October.
Those are Tuesdays. The 12th and 26th of October. Oh, I'm looking at 2027. Oh, my golly.
Dude,
What is happening to my life?
Monday.
We don't want to lose a year here, Chris.
I know. Susan, you are correct, obviously.
that is being recorded.
So I guess that would put it the 23rd of November. If we would do a Plan Commission meeting on the 21st, come to you guys on the 26th, and if you would want to do 3 separate dates, it'd be November 23rd.
That would push for 3 separate dates with data centers being such a hot topic right now. We want to make sure we had plenty of time for people to have discussion.
It would certainly make sense not to try to pass it all on the day of the first reading.
Yeah.
On the
Even
first,
the second
correct,
time,
yeah.
I'd still have all 3 readings.
Yep.
Would be my personal opinion on it. So, I think the moratorium's a good idea. Data centers are a very hot topic right now throughout the state, throughout the country. Was one of the things I pushed at the Plan Commission was to get this ordinance ahead of time, to get an idea of what we want. Because when it comes to data centers, there's a wide variety. You have them as small as like a Dollar General, and you can have them as big as Google down there in Fort Wayne and everything in between. A lot of people think of the Google size down there of thousands of acres. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a data center. It can be much smaller, so I think it's pertinent for us to look into it and make sure that if we want them at all, what size we want them, and what kind of water usage and stuff, because some of them don't even use water at all if they're small enough, so.
Yeah, couple smaller ones don't,
Yeah, so Chris is leading that pretty well, and I'd make the motion to approve this ordinance to give him 6 months to work on that,
On first reading?
on first reading.
And that end date would be that November 20,
Well, I don't think we want to assign a date in case we have to.
I believe you'd have to, right, Andrew? Or could we just
Oh,
say?
we're saying 6 months, so when,
whatever that
6
date
months
is.
from the date it's approved here, right? I think is what we're saying.
Yeah, but there is an end date on there that's, we can
That's
add.
right, that we need to add, so I guess
Okay.
it depends if you, your motion could be to approve it with an end date, to put in the end date 6 months from the date you approve it, which if it's today or the next meeting or what have you, you stick that date in there, I guess.
That's,
Your motion includes putting in a date, whatever that 6-month date will be.
Okay.
Yes.
okay. No, so I take it that, is that an amended motion, I
Yes.
presume?
He amends his motion.
And so I second the amended motion.
Okay.
Sorry, Susan.
No, we want to get it right. Is there any other discussion or comments? I do have a comment that I'm not in favor of more moratoriums. I just don't like them. But in this case, I sit on the subcommittee looking at data centers with Chris, and I believe this is being proactive for the county and not reactive, where we have a data center that's already talking about coming in, which to my knowledge, we do not have any at this time, but I want to have an ordinance, give the public plenty of time to digest it and make changes and recommendations that are in the best interest of the county. That would be the bottom line. And the subcommittee is then sending the proposal to the Plan Commission, which ultimately will come to the commissioners. So in this case, I am in favor of this moratorium, but we were presented at that subcommittee a lot of information, and Chris and Tyler will be going to Chicago, I believe it is, for that, and hopefully come back with a lot more information so that we can have a good due process in doing something that is in the best interest of the county. So I look forward to hearing from you after you get back. Any other comments? Anyone from the public? Hearing no one, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries 2-0.
No, we can't suspend the rules for second and third reading, Andrew, because Bill's not here.
That's possible. I haven't had to look
We've-
that up.
I believe you can, it just has to be it has to be both of you that's in this meeting. I mean, we've not had a full council before and suspended the rules.
Yeah, I've not
It's
heard that you
who's
can't do
here.
that if someone's absent. It's just you, I think, have to have both of you agree on it
Right.
to suspend the rules.
IT is working with them.
Okay.
You're okay with that?
Yeah, no, that's fine.
So table it for the moment.
Table the second, third discussion for.
Okay.
For the simple,
I know.
yeah,
I'll
I mean,
take that back.
yes, dear.
Know what we're doing. Thanks.
Yeah, Kimberly?
She's here yet?
No, not here yet.
You want to wait on the Canon thing too?
Send a text to him and see. I don't think he had a problem with it, but I want to make sure.
Okay.
Wasn't-
we're waiting for the 9:15 appointment. Commissioner Dooley, is there anything you wish to discuss at this time? Well, yeah, but still wait on Commissioner Hartman. I do not have anything else. We're waiting. Is there anyone in the public that would like to speak to the commissioners? No one? Pardon me? Sure. We can take a 5-minute break.
Okay.
himself?
You're muted again.
He's not.
Show it up there.
That's,
I think that's for the meeting
this.
mute. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay. I got you, I think.
All right, so we should be all good to go.
All right, thanks. Dave.
You're welcome.
Welcome, Commissioner Hartman.
Hey, finally,
We've been on recess for a little bit, so I'm going to call the meeting back to order. And we're at the 9:15 or so. Ms. Teagarden?
yes.
Good morning.
Just here to give my quarterly report. I sent this to Susan, however, you will see that the invoice is not in hand to sign. I will actually send that to her at a later date. NDOT's a little behind right now with going through their state audit process and whatnot. I currently have 11 drivers employed, 2 are full-time, 9 are part-time. I am in the process of looking to hire 1 driver right now to fulfill the needs of the county. We completed sending 4 drivers for our random drug and alcohol program. I didn't have any issues with this. They all came back negative. We had experienced some issues with our auto insurance renewal, which did affect some of the data I'm presenting to you today. Due to the issues that we faced, we had a loss of over 260 rides in the month of March. And we were unable to run operations for our non-emergency medical trips. However, this has been resolved with the NEMT providers that we do service for, Welltrans and Verida. We had no reportable accidents in first quarter. And then I also sent Susan a notification of deobligation of federal and state transit funds that we just have you sign. This comes through every year and it just shows you what was spent and what wasn't, and then you sign it for NDOT to then pretty much wipe the board for the previous year. Other than that, I don't really have anything else to report. I am working on our pass-through agreement information, which will come to you also. I got with Susan since I couldn't have it all ready today, and she said you were filled up on your next agenda. I'm gonna send all the documents to her, and then she's gonna present those to you for our pass-through agreement, and then I'll come and pick them up at a later date. It's where we send a whole slew of stuff for our 2027 grant that I'm working on, so those will be coming, they're just not ready.
Thank you.
Okay, I at least need a motion and a second for the deobligation.
So moved.
I have a motion to accept the
The
obligation.
notification of the obligation of the federal and state funds.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second to accept the obligation as presented. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none? What?
I have to roll call.
Yep.
Okay, Kellen,
Yes.
Bill,
Yes.
Yes.
Jim.
Motion passes 3-0. Thank you.
Yep, thank you guys.
Would you like to? Oh, Chris is going,
I make a motion to suspend the rules so we can do second and third reading on the moratorium.
did you hear that, Commissioner Hartman?
Yes, I will second that.
We have a motion and a second to suspend the rules for the data center moratorium as presented. Is there any other questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor? Oops, I'm sorry.
It's all right. Kellen?
Yes.
Bill?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes. Motion passes 3-0.
Was that the motion to suspend the rules?
Yes.
Okay, so then,
Now,
and to pass it, or is this a second
There'll be a
motion to
second
pass?
motion.
No.
Okay, I just wanted to clarify that.
I'll make a motion to adopt the moratorium for data center on second and third reading.
I have a
I'll
motion.
second.
We have a motion and a second to accept the 6-month moratorium as presented. Any other questions or comments? Anyone from the public? Hearing none. Susan?
Kellen?
Yes.
Bill?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes. Motion passes 3-0.
You, Chris.
Commissioner Hartman, you will have to probably stop by sometime to sign this, please.
I'll have to sign it for him because it needs to get recorded.
Oh, never mind.
Okay, because it'll be a week from,
Yeah.
more than a week from that.
Yeah, we'll take care of it, Bill.
Okay.
At this time, Commissioner Dooley?
So I want to do an update on the Cannon Memorial rehab. I went to in front of the council. They have approved up to $40,000 to cover any costs that donations do not cover. I will be going to a couple of donations to the Legions starting this week and every week for the rest of the month of April. I have a few other donors that have reached out to me to let me know how much more money they need. So at this time, I would like to accept the bids for the, can I do it all at once, Andrew, or should I do each one separately? Because
How many different bids do you have there?
I have one for Atlas, one for the time capsule, and one for the restoration of the plaque up front.
You could do all three together if you want to.
Okay. So let me get my numbers here for all.
Well,
I'll just do each
just
one.
in case, let's do it all three separately.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
just keep them separate.
I make the motion to accept Atlas's quote for 29,000, hold on, still loading here. I know it's 29,000. $29,773 for the restoration of the cannon and the base of the cannon, and to put a hole in the back for the time capsule.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second for the sake of conversation.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any questions or comments?
I have one. Do we have any commitment at all as far as donations? Verbal or monetarily?
I have the people I've talked to have verbally said they'd be would be able to cover it. They just need to know. I have to go to the Legions and go in front of their board to have it officially approved. The council has approved up to $40,000 to cover any of the costs, though. And that was approved last week at the council meeting.
So we don't have a actual amount committed to it?
The council has approved. The council has approved $40,000 for it to cover if we do not get any donations, but they'll cover anything that the donations do not cover at this time. But I will be spending the next 2 months getting donations, but I wanted to get this moving so we can meet the timeline of July 4th.
And Kellen, I think you said you thought you had commitments potentially for all of it.
I've had verbal, but I don't have anything in writing or anything given, so
I think
I don't
Bill
want
was
to.
just concerned, do you
Yeah.
have verbal on it? So-
Yeah, I have people that have said that they were willing to donate. Until I get the checks in hand, I don't try to commit to it too much.
Okay. I'm having a little trouble understanding some of the conversations reasons. I asked the second time, sorry.
Oh, no, you're all good.
Are you clear, Bill? Did you get it?
Yeah, would you repeat, Susan?
Yes. He has verbal commitments on the money. He does not have anything in writing at this time. So he hesitates to just say, yes, we have the money, until he actually has the check or money in his hand. But yes, he has verbal commitments.
Okay, okay. Got it, thanks, Susan.
Yep.
Excuse me, are there any other questions or comments? Anyone from the public? Hearing none. Susan?
Kellen?
Yes.
Bill?
Yes,
Jim?
Yes. Motion passes 3-0.
Okay. My next motion is going to be for the time capsule itself, the caplet funding set. I've sent you guys both the link in an email. It says $1,209, but I'm going to ask for $1,300 to be the max because of adding shipping in. We don't know what the shipping will be until we get it ordered. I'll make the motion to no more than $1,300 for the time capsule caplet fundraising set that I sent you guys.
We have a motion
I'll second.
and a
I'll
second.
second.
We have a motion and a second to accept the time capsule as presented. Is there any other questions or comments? Anyone from the public? Hearing none. Susan?
Kellen?
Yes.
Bill?
Yes,
Jim?
Yes. Motion passes 3-0. We have
My last motion is going to be for Knox Decoration Painting for $1,350, 1350, to redo the main plaque up front. He's going to paint it and polish it up to fix that plaque and the little fence around the memorial.
Do we have a second to that motion?
I will second this question.
We have a motion and a second to accept the proposal for redoing the plaque.
Knox Decorations Painting, yep.
Pardon me?
For Knox Decorative Painting, yep.
Are there any questions or comments?
Does that payment include the cannon itself, Kellen, or is that just fence?
Atlas is going to take care of the cannon itself. They were not going to mess with the plaque up front. They said that, but they're going to deal with the cannon itself, and they're going to paint that.
Okay.
Are there any other questions or comments? Anyone from the public? Hearing none. Susan, please.
Kellen?
Yes.
Bill?
Yes,
Jim?
Yes. Motion passes 3-0. Anything else on that?
I will have to do another quote later on about a plaque on the back for the time capsule part, but I'm still working on that, so that's nothing I'm going to bring up today. That's the last that I would need to do for the cannon.
No. Thank you for your work on that project.
No problem.
At this time, Commissioner Hartman, do you have anything to bring before the commissioners?
no, I do not.
Was that, I'm sorry.
He said no.
No?
No, he does not.
It's hard to understand. Sorry, sir.
No, all right.
Commissioner Dooley?
That's all I had for now.
Anyone in the audience? Hearing no one, we have covered everything under this agenda. Having no other business, we will adjourn this meeting.